Donald Trump is facing massive backlash after he announced a new insane plan that has immediately been hit with calls of hypocrisy and outright corruption. After joking about a massive change to immigration laws earlier this year, Trump has now set out new plans to rework the entire system around himself and making money. In what could be yet another massive grift, Donald Trump is painting everything gold and embarrassing himself as usual. The plan is so bad that even Trump's own voters are not on board. If you think America deserves better than this, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. So Donald Trump made this big immigration announcement last night, but the timing could not have been worse. His administration is already under fire for its borderline illegal deportation tactics, and right before Trump's big announcement, they made everything worse. On Friday, people in Chicago were protesting an immigration holding facility when Donald Trump's ICE agents decided to pull out riot control tactics on peaceful demonstrators. While Donald Trump was announcing his solution to immigration, his thugs were beating people up for standing up for immigrants. This is not a good look. Trump's immigration agents didn't even try to disperse the crowd, instead firing tear gas and rubber bullets at people for the entire day. And as you can imagine, immediately meeting people with force only made the situation much worse.
Darius Johnson has been up. Agents are taking someone into the facility. That is a second protester. Let's check in with Darius Johnson, who's been on the ground there all morning long. Darius, what can you tell us about how this started?
Hey, Lou, get the shot inside of the facility. They have someone on the ground. If you're able to see that person, they're closing the gate right now. There's a person on the ground being held on the ground by those ICE agents. And look, if you pan over right now, Lou, let's see right here with the vehicle. They are plowing through the protesters right here at this vehicle. They've tried to deploy everything that they could as these protesters were trying to block agents from moving in and out. They have another man. They are just deploying anything that they can to try to get the protesters out of the way. Dana, give me 1 second as I put my mask on because they just sprayed chemical agents again. Okay. So right now, this is what we have been seeing. This has been one of the tensest moments this morning. What just happened right now? You had vehicles that were trying to make its way out. Dana, I'm actually going to move away from the camera now that the smoke is
Darius,
now impacting my eyes.
You need to get away from that smoke. Please, we appreciate your reporting. Get away from that smoke.
Donald Trump's immigration enforcement is going out of its way to attack anyone who opposes it with force. And if you watch more videos from yesterday, all of the ICE vehicles going in and out of the facility were unmarked vans with masked agents at the wheel, showing ICE's fear to actually show their faces while they go and raid homes, churches, and families. After watching ICE's brutal attacks against immigration all year, Donald Trump's announcement last night makes his administration look like it's full of nothing but hypocrisy. Donald Trump announced last night that he's going to be moving forward with a plan to create golden immigration visas that people from around the world can buy to get permanent residence in America. Despite regular visas requiring you to have a job in the United States, family, or be enrolled in school, people can now just buy their way in with special treatment from the government, and the implications of this are insane.
From it. So this executive order is entitled the Gold Card. It will set up a new pathway, a new visa pathway for foreigners of extraordinary ability who are committed to supporting the United States for a payment of $1 million to the U.S. Treasury, or if a corporation is sponsoring them, $2 million by that corporation, and that will give them access to expedited visa treatment as part of this new Gold Card program.
And one of the biggest problems we have is that people, they go to the best schools and they do great and they get great marks, and then they're thrown out of the country. You're not allowed to stay. This way a corporation will be able, sort of like a signing bonus in baseball or football, a corporation will be able to get them to stay in the country, and I think it's going to be tremendously successful. Howard, would you say a few words about it, please?
Sure. So historically, the employment-based Green Card program let in 281,000 people a year, and those people, on average, earned $66,000 a year on average, and they were 5 times more likely to go on assistance programs of the government. So we were taking in the bottom quartile, below the average American. It was illogical. The only country in the world that was taking in the bottom quartile. So what we are doing now is we are going to stop doing that. We're going to only take extraordinary people at the very top. Instead of people trying to take the jobs from Americans, they're going to create businesses and create jobs for Americans. And this program will raise more than $100 billion for the Treasury of the United States of America.
Trump's secretary said that this program would promote bringing in immigrants of extraordinary capabilities, but it's really just encouraging people of extraordinary wealth to immigrate. They're also going to let foreign companies buy their employees permanent residence in the United States. In what way does this help his immigration crackdown that he promised during his campaign? And what's even worse is that over the summer, we saw the Trump administration arresting people the very day their work visas expired so that they couldn't go and renew them. And now he's just going to start selling visas for cash? We've seen a lot of hypocritical and downright corrupt actions from the president, but this is a new low. Donald Trump is reshaping immigration not to help the economy or people around the world to move to a better place, but instead just to make money. And in fact, we're seeing the exact same thing with tariffs, collecting what he claims to be an enormous amount of money.
Ever done before. You know, we're taking in trillions, not billions, trillions and trillions of dollars from other countries.
I would like to remind everyone that Americans pay tariffs, not the countries that they're placed on. Now, a lot of backlash from this gold card plan has also come from Trump's own supporters. People online have been slamming the plan, saying that it's only going to bring the wrong people to this country and that they don't even want any immigration, just like typical Republicans. So if even his own supporters don't like this idea, then you know it's a bad plan. Donald Trump is turning everything that he can into a grab for cash, despite the damage that it does to this country. From tariffs to golden visas, it's not about protecting America, it's about padding his own wallet. And if selling citizenship to the highest bidder while cracking down on working families doesn't scream corruption to you, then I don't know what does. Let me know what you think of Trump's new golden visa plans, and as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.